Good evening, football fans. Big Al here on this late Wednesday night. It's September 27th, 2023. And now it's time to take you through the college football rankings entering week 5 of the 2023 season. We'll take a look at the AFCA coaches poll in just a moment, but we're going to start off, as always, with the AP Top 25 college football poll. Starting off at number 1 with a 4-0 record, 1,562 points, and 55 first place votes, the Georgia Bulldogs. They won 49-21 at home against UAB last week, and this week they are off to Jordan-Hare Stadium to face Auburn. Holding steady at number 2, 4-0 record, 1,445 points, and 1 first place vote are the Michigan Wolverines, winning 31-7 at the Big House against Rutgers. The Wolverines will have their first road game of 2023 as they visit the Nebraska Cornhuskers. No change at number 3 either, with a 4-0 record and 1,401 points and 2 first place votes. That's the Texas Longhorns, blowing out Baylor in Waco 38-6 last week. They're home hosting the Kansas Jayhawks, and they are new to the AP this week. We'll tell you where Kansas ranks in a little bit. Up 2 spots to number 4, 4-0 record, 1,370 points, and 1 first place vote, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Won their 6th straight game against Notre Dame on a last-second touchdown, taking down the then number 9 Fighting Irish 17-14. The Buckeyes are off this week. Slipping 1 spot to number 5, 4-0 record, 1,351 points, and 3 first place votes are the Florida State Seminoles. They won at Clemson 31-24 in overtime, and they are off this week. By the way, Ohio State is 4-0 with 1,370 points and 1 first place vote, if I didn't say that already. Up 1 spot to number 6, the Penn State Nittany Lions. 4-0 record, 1,244 points. They defeated then 24th ranked Iowa 31-0. They are at Northwestern this week. Also moving up a spot to number 7, 4-0 record, 1,228 points and 1 first place vote, the Washington Huskies, winning big over Cal 59-32. They visit Tucson to play the Arizona Wildcats this week. Down 3 spots to number 8, 4-0 record, 1,169 points, the USC Trojans. They fell despite beating Arizona State in Tempe 42-28. This week, the Mighty Men of Troy will face off with Coach Prime and Colorado up in Boulder. Up 1 spot to number 9, 4-0 record, 1,076 points, the Oregon Ducks. They defeated the Buffaloes last week in Eugene 42-6, and they are off to Stanford this week. Also moving up 1 spot to number 10, another Pac-10 school, or rather Pac-12 school, the Utah Utes. 4-0 record, 981 points. They would defeat UCLA 14-7. The Bruins were previously ranked number 22. This week they are at Oregon State, and I'll tell you where the Beavers slotted shortly. Down 2 spots to number 11, 4-1 record, 904 points. The Notre Dame Fighting Irish, of course, losing at the last second to then number 6 Ohio State's 17-14. They are at Duke this week, and I'll tell you where the Blue Devils rank shortly. Up one spot to number 12, 3-1 record, 862 points. The Alabama Crimson Tide. They won 24-10 over Ole Miss, previously ranked at number 15. And they will face the Magnolia State's other school, Mississippi State, in Starkville. Down a spot to number 13, 3-1 record, 813 points. The LSU Tigers, winning 34-31 at home against Arkansas to take home the Golden Boot for the second straight year. They are at Ole Miss, and I'll tell you where the Rebels are in just a bit. Up 2 spots to number 14 are the Oklahoma Sooners. 4-0 record, 716 points. They won 20-6 at Cincinnati. And this week they host Iowa State. Up 2 spots to number 15, the North Carolina Tar Heels. 4-0 record, 659 points. They won 41-24 at Pitt. They are off this week. At number 16, up 5 spots from last week. 4-0 record and 652 points, the Washington State Cougars. Won a tight one within number 14 Oregon State, 38-35. I'll tell you where the Beavers fell in just a bit. Washington State is also off this week. Up 1 spot to number 17 are the Duke Blue Devils. And word on the street is ESPN's College Game Day, built by the Home Depot, will make its first ever trip to Durham. At least the football show will make its first ever appearance in Durham. The basketball show has been there plenty of times. Anyway, Duke is 4-0 with 648 points. They beat down UConn 41-7, and this week they host number 11 Notre Dame. Up 2 spots to number 18, the Miami Hurricanes. 4-0 record, 523 points. They also laid the smackdown on Temple 41-7, and the Hurricanes are off this week. The next 2 teams have the biggest drop in this week's AP poll, as the Oregon State Beavers and Ole Miss Running Rebels each dropped 5 spots to numbers 19 and 20 respectively. Oregon State at 19 is 3-1 with 366 points, while Ole Miss at number 20 is also 3-1 with 349 points. Oregon State lost at number 21 Washington State 38-35, while Ole Miss lost at 13th ranked Alabama 24-10. This week they'll both be hosting ranked opponents. Oregon State is hosting number 10 Utah, while Ole Miss is hosting 13th ranked LSU. Up 2 spots to number 21, the Tennessee Vols. 3-1 record, 260 points. They won a non-conference game against UTSA 45-14, and this week they host the South Carolina Gamecocks. Up 3 spots to number 22 and staying in the SEC, the Florida Gators. 3-1 record, 235 points. They won 22-7 in another non-conference game against Charlotte. This week, they are at Kentucky. The last 3 teams are newcomers. New at number 23 are the Missouri Tigers. 4-0 record, 197 points. They won 34-27 over Memphis. And this week, they travel to play Vanderbilt in Nashville. New at number 24 is the Kansas Jayhawks. 4-0 record, 132 points. They won 38-27 over BYU. And this week, tough game with number 3 Texas down in Austin. And new at number 25 are the Fresno State Bulldogs. 4-0 record, 64 points. They won 53-10 over Kent State, and this week they will host Nevada. Others receiving votes include Kansas State with 57 points, Kentucky with 41, Louisville with 32, Colorado previously at number 19, they also have 32. UCLA previously at number 22, they have 28 points. Maryland has 20, TCU 17, Tulane 11, Syracuse 8, Air Force and Wisconsin both with 6, and Texas A&M and Clemson with 5 apiece. The other team that fell from the AP poll this week is Iowa, previously at number 24. All right, that's the AP poll. Now let's take a look at the Week 5 AFCA coaches poll. And there's no change at the top with at least the first 2 spots, as Georgia retains the number 1 spot at 4-0 and 1,592 points and 61 first place votes. Staying at number 2 is Michigan, 4-0 record or 1,495 points, but no first place votes this week. Up 1 spot to number 3 is Ohio State, 4-0 record, 1,414 points and 2 first place votes. Trading places with them, down 1 spot to number 4 is Florida State, 4-0 record, 1,390 points. Texas and USC also trading spaces, with Texas moving up 1 spot to number 5 at 4-0 and 1,336 points, and USC moving down to number 6, 4-0 record, 1,288 points. Holding steady at 7 is Penn State, 4-0 record, 1,225 points. Also, no change at number 8 with Washington, 4-0 record, 1,194 points and 1 first place vote. Up 2 spots to number 9 is Oregon, 4-0 record, 1,071 points. No change at number 10 as well with Utah, 4-0 record, 1,010 points. Alabama and LSU each moved up a spot. Alabama moves to 11, 3-1 record, 930 points. LSU moves up to 12, 3-1 record, 844 points. Dropping 4 spots to number 9, or rather from number 9 to number 13 is Notre Dame, 4-1 record, 837 points. And that's after the Ohio State loss. Holding steady at number 14 is Oklahoma, 4-0 record, 784 points. Up 2 spots to 15 is North Carolina, 4-0 record, 698 points. Also up 2 spots to number 16 is Duke, 4-0 record, 605 points. Biggest jump goes to Washington State, up 7 spots to 17. 4-0 record, 555 points. Up 3 spots to 18 is Miami, 4-0 record, 408. Up 1 spot to 19 is Tennessee, 3-1 record, 404 points. Dropping 4 spots to 20 is Ole Miss, 3-1 record, 305 points. Biggest drop belongs to Oregon State, down 6 spots to 21. 3-1 record, 293 points. New at number 22 is Missouri, 4-0 record, 140 points. New at 23 or returning at 23 is Florida, 3-1, 134 points. New at 24 is Kansas, 4-0 record, 120 points. And returning at number 25 is the Kansas State Wildcats, 3-1 record, 109 points. They won 44-31 over UCF, and they are off this week. Others receiving votes include Fresno State with 93 points, Kentucky 87, TCU 54, Maryland 39, Texas A&M, Louisville, and UCLA previously at number 25, all with 36 points. Clemson with 35, previously at number 23. Syracuse with 32. Colorado, previously 19, they have 29. Air Force is 24. Iowa, previously at 22, they have 16 points. Then it's Tulane with 11. Wyoming, 8. Marshall and James Madison with 2 points. Liberty and Georgia State each with 1 point. And those are your Week 5 college football rankings in both the AP and the AFCA coaches polls. I'll be back in a few minutes to tell you about the Week 5 college football television schedule and all the announcers for each game. So join me for that in just a few moments. In the meantime, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Ring the bell and get notified every time I go live. Big Al signing off. Thanks for watching and enjoy the pigskin. Peace out.